This is a rarity for me on my channel here, going on live. So here I am. All right, here's my reaction to President Biden's speech tonight in the Oval Office. Obviously, he explained as to why he's leaving the 2024 presidential election, why he made the explanation about this. And I think he did a pretty good job. In fact, he did a splendid job. He didn't make it about himself. He made it about the American people, the reverence he has for the White House, the reverence he has for this country. Now, I'm going to make this as quick as I can because I don't want anyone to get hold up, and frankly, I don't want to talk too much on this. Now, after initially hearing about it, I was upset, obviously, because Donald Trump, he's one of those amazing people. Joe Biden. I'm trying not to screw that up because there's a difference between the two. Joe Biden, yeah, he's made mistakes, and yeah, he's done things wrong. However, he has the temerity and the respect and the balls. I'm going to say balls, not guts, to say I did something wrong. I take responsibility for it. And that's what's been missing in this country for so very long. People have failed to take responsibility for anything. We went through 4 years of an administration, Donald Trump's administration, now I'm going to use his name, that refused to take responsibility for anything. It's not my fault that this happened. It's someone else's fault. Joe Biden took everything and took it on himself to take responsibility. Now, he went down through his list of accomplishments, including the border, the gas, the prices, and everything else. And yes, he's also taken responsibility for things that have gone wrong. Inflation that's still going down is still hurting people. Yes, the border is a little out of control, but we're trying our best to do it right. But he also took responsibility of saying that I'm not the person to lead this country any longer after my time is over. Someone else has. And of course, he re-endorsed Kamala Harris once again. Now, the real problem I have with this speech, actually, I don't have any problem with this speech at all, to be honest with you. I mean, he sounded old because he's an old man. So what? He's old. He's going to sound old. So what? In the end of the day, I see a man who wanted to become president of the United States and accomplished that, who tried to heal the wounds that left behind by Donald Trump after January 6th. And despite the constant haranguing by the Republican Party, going after his son, which they succeeded, going after all Americans, all because they didn't bow down to Trump, he did the job. He did his job. How many of us can say that? No one can. The Republican Party spent years trying to rip Biden down. And all he did, despite a bad performance at the debate, he did his job, and he did well. Now he bowed out like a man. He can walk out the White House in January with his head held high, knowing he did his best by his country, knowing that at the apex of political power in this country, he tried to do his best. And effort is everything in this country. Effort is everything in this nation. I'd rather have a person fail and try again and somehow succeed, even if it's a small margin of success, than not try at all and blame it on the other person. That's what we had with Donald Trump. He owned all of it tonight, the successes and the failures. He reminded me why I stood in line and voted for President Biden, why I make these videos downgrading the MAGA and trying to help President Biden. I called him out on the things that he did wrong, mind you. However, I didn't try to have his head for it. For Donald Trump, and the last thing he said, obviously, is that we're in a fork in the road in our nation again. We have a choice between going backwards with Donald Trump or moving forwards with Kamala Harris if she is the official nominee for president. I'm going to go even further than what President Biden did. We either go forward with Kamala Harris as president of the United States. It'll be long and hard because she has to duck all these racist and misogynistic attacks from the MAGA. However, she'll be a president for freedom. The other side is full-blown fascism when it comes to what's going on in our country, when it comes to politics. It'll be full-blown fascism. Donald Trump can try to talk his way out of Project 2025 all he wants. He can try to scream, huff, and holler. I don't know anything about it. He tried to do it on Truth Social without realizing that the vice presidential nominee he picked, J.D. Vance, is the man who helped author the Project 2025. So on this side, Kamala Harris, freedom, justice, constitutional republic. On this side, Donald Trump, fascism, evil. Our Constitution set ablaze. We all know this because we've seen. If all of us, excuse me, hold on a minute. I don't know why, but my tripod is, there we go. My last thought, the last thing that Donald Trump has done every time he's been president was that Oval Office address, if you want to call it that, during days after January 6th, saying that it wasn't anyone's fault, we were wrong and everything else. That was completely disingenuous. What we saw tonight was a president, a man. We see the last 4 years screaming horror and hollering about how he was the real winner of the election, that was all red, blah, 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 yak, yak, yak. We saw was a boy trying to prove himself a man. And now he's got an entire army of people willing to help him, legally or illegally. Donald Trump has not proven himself to be a president, a leader. He has proven himself to be a fascist. And we have two clear options this coming election: fascism or freedom. Trump representing fascism, Kamala Harris, if she is the official nominee during the convention, representing freedom. The choice is ours. After Joe Biden is gone, a new president will come. The question is, which America will we be living in? Freedom or fascism? Thank you all for watching this live video. And again, I rarely do these videos, and I appreciate you all watching them. Now, YouTube is going to automatically upload this video onto my channel. So if any of you missed it, I'll be sharing this on my Facebook page and on my Twitter page as well as my links page as well. Thank you all for watching. God bless you all. Peace to the left. Justice. Sorry about that. I'm screwed up. I just finished watching this and I'm a little tired. I just did a HIIT class. Peace to the left. Justice to the right.